Right guys, welcome back. It's Justice again from tutorialscamp.com. Today what I want to show you is string interpolation. How we can pass data from our parent component to the DOM. Let's say you see we have gotten tutorials camp here, right? So how can we send this data to our browser inside our application here if you want to display it somewhere here? One way we can do it is what we call string interpolation. Now what is string interpolation? Alright, if you want the full spelling for string interpolation, I guess is something this is like this: string interpolation. Yes, string interpolation. Now what is string interpolation basically mean is that is a angular is an angular one feature of angular. It gives us the ability to pass data or embed data from our from component into the DOM. And what I thought when I'm talking about the DOM is nothing but of everything that was all the elements inside your browser, and the DOM is actually document object model, right? If you are from JavaScript background, these things doesn't won't be anything wide, right? Alright, so how can you actually display this thing inside our DOM? One way we can do it is to use string interpolation. So you can see this is the class of our parent component, and we have this title here, which is a property, right? It's a title, or you can call it a variable, but in object oriented programming we normally don't call, when we define a variable inside a class we actually call it a property, right? And for that function, when we define it inside a class we call it a method, right? Yeah, if you are from procedural you have been programming using procedural way language, or procedural way, you may think they are different things, right? It's the same thing. Just understand that when you are coding object oriented programming, when you define a variable inside a class we call it a property, and when we define a method function inside a class we call it a method, right? Yes. So how can you actually display this variable inside our parent inside our DOM? One way we can use it is to use string interpolation. So you see we have gotten title here, right? Okay, so open your app component.html, which is this file right here, and then let's say we want to display this title here, which has the value of tutorials camp inside this tutorial. One way we can use it is to use double curly bracket open and closing double curly bracket, and just bind the name of this property, which is title, into it. So title, and there we go, bam, nothing wild here. Alright, then open your browser and you can see we've got tutorials camp here, right? Yeah, so simple. I think I have to increase my screen so that you guys can see. Alright, okay, that's good. So you have gotten tutorials camp. I never knew of this, but that's good. You have gotten tutorials camp.com here. Okay, so what if you have an object or an array? How can we display it? So let's say we have an object of a person, right? So let's say person, then it chose this object, then the person name will be, let's say, Justice, that's my name, and so the person age will be 22, and and what height whatever height, just put the 200 millimeters height or whatever. Yes. Alright, so there should be a comma here, right? It's an object. Put a curve basis here, close it and let's go. So you can see you have an object of a person, right? If you don't know an object, I think you should actually, okay, let me give you what an overview of object. They are just like kind of what to understand, but they are just like they are properties of what, of a something, right? So you see we have a car is an object, right? It has properties like car race and methods like accelerate, start, brake, and whatever. Yeah. So you see that of a person too. We have object of a person, you have a name, age, and height, and boom, a lot of stuff, right? So that's how to define. We define an object inside the what, a curly bracket with what, a key value pair, right? Key value pair. So simple. So how can we display this person data inside our browser? Right now, if you go ahead and use string interpolation, and can we use string interpolation? If you go ahead and use string interpolation and type append and put it inside here, you will see that we will get what, object in the DOM. There we go. Why do we get object in the DOM? Because in with object, is it that you loop through it, or you loop through it and display the list one by one, or is either you become specific and then point to the data here, where is it, to the data here one by one, or use a for loop or whatever and then loop through it, what you loop through all the details. But I'll be teaching of directive and I'll show you for loops how they look in Angular. So just to teach you about string interpolation. So what we can do is to use the name of the object and what, point it to which of this the properties here that we selected here that we want to what, display. So let's say we want to get a name right here. Guys, I made a mistake here. Yeah, justice, we are idiot. No, we are not idiot. Alright, so should be this, okay? That's the right way. What a creep. What plugin is messing up with this my stuff? Alright, so let's go ahead and type person dot. That's not the right way to go, I know. Okay, coding in JSON. Don't mind me, that's one way of learning multiple programming languages and libraries, okay? If you learn JSON, whatever, 1,000 programming languages, you may find yourself coding here other programming languages inside, right? I was actually doing JSON syntax, but it is the right way to go, okay? Don't mind me. So this is it. These are the properties, and if it's a string, just assign a string to it. If it's a number, just leave it. Don't no string interpolation. So you can see if inside a person.name, we are actually pointing to what, person.name. So you should get justice what, you should get justice inside the DOM, and there we go. Bam. Alright, so if you want to grab the name, the age, we can just go here and get rid of the name, and there we go. Boom, that's it. Alright, so how can we actually display array of data too? So let's say I have colors, array of colors here, right? So red, yellow, and green, my favorite. Red, yellow, and green. So how can you actually display everything? Just go ahead, copy everything, and array everything will be bam on the drum, okay? You won't get errors. Everything will be bam on the DOM because it's an array. There you go. Red, yellow, green. So how can you actually look through each and every one of the array of the arrow? You can't actually do this, right? That's what you may think you may be doing. Try it. You got boom. That's it. If you thought you can't, you can. Why did we get one? Because in array they actually start with the index start with 0 1 2, right? So you may be thinking that because we put that one here, we should have gotten a red on the on the DOM, but check out here, we rather got yellow here. There we go. So one thing you know that for arrays, the index they start with 0 1 what and up to whatever the values in the array are. So for here we've gotten what, two arrays starting from 0 1 what 2. So if we are to put 0 or 0 here, you will see that you get what red on the DOM. So good, pretty simple. Okay, all right, so that's string interpolation for you. Nothing wild, it's so simple to understand. All right, just uh just understand it that string interpolation, we just use it to bind some properties what of a class what into the DOM, right? And if you want to access first anything, yeah. All right, so that's it. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.